but November is go time. If you're watching this video, you have come from the future and you are here to pull up all of humanity into higher timelines. This means higher frequencies, higher patterns of consciousness. November is a critical month to be the bridge to New Earth. Are you with me? I'll talk about other things today on Earth 1111. Totally confused, have no idea what I'm talking about? Stay tuned because I'll be explaining everything on today's video on Earth 1111. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell because I have lots of amazing, mind-blowing topics coming up for you guys. I'm Roxanne, let's get right into it. The craziness out there is collapsing the old structure at the quantum field level. So we're seeing now the scenarios playing out. Think of it like the whole collective has been in a certain pattern, a program, really an artificial one. And they have been creating negative thoughts, negative energy, belief patterns that are limited. And we are now seeing the breaking up of all of those old patterns that are so outdated. Now with the eclipse portal that we just had during October, we are going to be still in this eye of the needle, transforming over the next few months. But November is go time. It's time to really step up into the reason, the purpose why you are here. So when I mean that you come from the future, you are holding higher DNA templates than the average person out there, right? Think about it as the fact that you're watching my videos, that you're questioning everything going on in the world. Maybe you're experiencing literally craziness, multidimensional reality for yourself. It doesn't matter where you are on that spectrum. You are a pioneer for the transformation and evolution on this planet. So we can think of coordinates in time and space as being where we are pulling our consciousness through to express that God self, right? Because everything is God. You are the universe. And everyone else is like a player in your game. So what's happening is 24 hours a day, every millisecond, our consciousness field, this is literally our hologram that we exist in and we are. It is reprinting itself constantly, depending on where we are pulling ourselves from. Think of it like if you're coming from a low state, you're coming from a limited, compacted, non-flexible geometry pattern, or you're coming from a coordinate that is limited, finite. If you are someone who is here to dream a new dream for the entire world, then we are in go time. What it means is you hold crystalline structures. This is balance within your own body, your emotions, your thoughts, your many levels of self, right? We go way beyond even the 12 dimensions. We don't have 7 chakras. There is not 7 or 9 or 10 dimensions. We have 12 dimensional fields in which we are expressing ourselves through. And beyond that, there's no limits. It's like the entire shape-shifting energy can move limitless. Is that a word? Infinitely, let's say. Now we have to understand how the hologram, how reality and everything works. Think of it like so wherever you are is like a timeline that you're in. The past, what we experience as a past life, right? A memory of yesterday. All of this is actually vibrating, spinning slower than where we are at this base pulse rhythm. Now, future events, or let's say our higher self, or many selves, because remember, we don't just have one. We are infinite aspects of source, and we are constantly shape-shifting moment to moment, depending on where we are, let's say, manifesting and demanifesting from. The point in time space, right? The coordinate, because everything's happening in this same space. All dimensions are right here. They're just located on different coordinates. different planes. So think about it, right? We are vertical. We stand upright. So we are in that vertical alignment. While other dimensions might be, let's say, a spinning vortex, the same as we are, from different alignments. So you are pulling in other aspects of yourself. You have a higher crystalline pattern, more coordinates that you can pull from. That's the future. Because remember, everything's happening right here. There is no time. We are creating time moment by moment. Every moment that goes by, it's almost like a cartoon, right? Every snapshot of a now moment is going to now create, right, the next and the next. So everything's birthed and collapses into the same space. So you can be a different person right now than you were 1 minute ago. Never let your story of the past dictate who you are right now. We can choose, we can change, and you should be right now. You should be evolving. We just dropped density so much in the last month. We are new people. We're birthing brand new every moment. And because you are more awake, more conscious, means that you are literally pulling in other aspects of consciousness from the future, which really means a greater pattern, right? A higher frequency. Essentially, you are spinning so fast that you can actually change your alignment of your actual particle spin, of your atomic structure. We don't just have atoms. We go even deeper than that, right? So think about it as many layers, the microcosm and the macrocosm that is breathing constantly. And you come from the future, which means you are holding future light codes, DNA templates for humanity. Otherwise, you wouldn't even care about this kind of information. You would not even care. You'd be watching Netflix, you'd be chilling, right, with the rest of the people. And the fact that you know something is going on, whether you have a limited memory of it, remembrance, or whether you have been on this path for decades, like myself, we're all in this, where we are pulling more and more consciousness from a higher pattern, which is a future pattern, right? Think about it as we are coming from a more limited, very basic structure of the past, right? The dark ages, let's say. So again, this goes way beyond even this, right? We have been suppressed on purpose, but that's for other videos. Hit that subscribe button and the bell, because I'll be talking about many videos to come. But because we are in a state of evolution, we are moving into higher consciousness. That means a greater pattern, more coordinates of consciousness of you, of knowledge, information, the secrets of the universe that you can pull from. So where do you think I get my information from? I'm not sitting here, reading other people's books. It comes from within. You get to a certain place of 0 point. You are the breathing unified field. There's no going back. I'm pulling from so many coordinates in time space. Now, we can think about them just because it's easy to think, okay, well, it's the external creation. This is stars and stargates that we are opening up. But it's all internal. The outside is just the replication of the inside creation, right? It's the internal creation and the external creation. Everyone worries about the external. And by external, I mean the outer world, right? Your outer reality. They try to change that and then wonder why nothing works. But you come from the future, you hold the codes within yourself, the inner creation. This is where the stargates actually birth from. This is where your life force energy moves through the stargates of yourself, the microcosmic and the macrocosmic, right? Because it's all in the same space. This seems like it's greater than inside you, but actually inside you is actually the greatest, the most expansive. God's source creation, the cosmic forces of reality itself, of the fabric of reality, cosmic feminine and masculine energies, the principles of creation exist in you. This is just like our virtual reality game that we get to observe. We should be using this outside world as indications of what needs to change within. And then we make that those needed changes, which is happening right now. You are different. Now check out my many other videos after this one talking about signs you quantum jump timelines and signs of spiritual death and rebirth, things like that, because I've talked about it many times, but we have went through yet another quantum leap and the whole world's crashing down right now. The old structure, as I talk about many times on my channel, check out my many other videos, for you to step in with the new creation codes. Now you do this by you living from a future evolutionary standpoint, which means you at your highest expression, you living from that state of infinite expression, right? Your authentic self, why you came here, having complete power to stand up, to have your boundaries, to really make your mark in the world, but also the feminine energy, the magnetism, where you're constantly shape-shifting and unifying and bringing everything back in, right? With your heart open, getting beyond just the ego self that the whole world is existing in. But the ego merges with the whole, and because we need the ego, that's what also allows us to be that individualistic expression where we can be our highest and not just blend in with the rest of the people, right? Where everyone's kind of the same. That's boring. We need to be unique. Weird is amazing right now. So November is that critical time where you will start standing in your power, living with your heart open, but with major discernment too. Right? And actually making the changes in your life. You know what needs to go, right? It's easy to be like, well, everything's, bad out there. Well, if we actually turn, remember, we're working on the inner creation. You're from the future. You know what your future aspect that you've already merged fully with. So you're expressing yourself from that future self. Where is it guiding you? Because it's guiding you to your best dream life for this world, right? We didn't come here to be the martyrs and to suffer and to, right, do all the work so everyone else can just sit around. But we're also, right, we came here not to wait for anybody else to do anything. We do the inner work, which means you always being conscious of every program you have. Right? Living from the moment to moment expression. Remember, your DNA is constantly making a replica. And it is constantly, every quantum moment, you are shape-shifting into, right? Your hologram is shape-shifting. You decide to actually start changing your thoughts to more positive thoughts. You catch yourself in the moment when you are having negative thoughts, for example. Start having more positive ones. Right, if you can hold it and click it in and start taking action from that place, your emotions will change. Your actual belief will change. The belief only comes, right, when you have limited beliefs that, this is just the way the world works, right? This is the way people are, or, life sucks, blah, 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 whatever it is. The world's a scary place, right? All the stuff that they're trying to program into you to control what you create. Remember, the game right now is to use your consciousness to create the desired negative effects that those that, right, have all the money, that have had the control over people on this planet from every single industry, every single level that we're being, I wouldn't say attacked is the word, infiltrated is the word, that we have been infiltrated for eons. We're not victims. That's the program to catch yourself on. We don't just feel like we can't do anything about it. We change ourselves within. You start being that ripple and you start changing the world out there completely, because your hologram shifts. When you become different in the internal creation, when you align to your greatest self and step into, right? A lot of people are scared to really speak their truth or to start, following what their heart is pulling them to do. Remember, you are coming from the future. Where your heart is aligned to, where your passions are, is literally your future self guiding you to take the necessary steps and to let go of everything that is holding you back, whether it's people, houses, belief patterns, jobs, you know, everything. So then you can actually be at that future point where you are living your dream life, the reason why you came here on this planet during a multi-dimensional evolutionary change within a few short years. Something that would normally take billions of years. So step into it. November is the month. It's critical time. It's go time. It's not wait around for anybody time. It's right? The world, other people. Remember, we are all that ripple for others. If you're not stepping into your power, you're not activating the people around you. Remember, we are all constantly activators. And we do it moment by moment. Remember, don't dwell on any mistakes, any failures. Learn from the failures. Have that discernment right now. Stand your power. But also have that love, that creativity, that inspiration, that intuition. We need both, the masculine principle and the feminine principle. That's how we merge into 0 point, right? This is how we become the entire creation itself, the unified field. So we're talking about more of this on my channel coming up on EARTH1111. And please, if you could share this video on all your social media platforms, and also follow me on TikTok and Instagram for much different content in very short form. I'll put again all the links below in the description, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and comment below what you guys are going through. It really helps others to understand what's going on for them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I have lots coming up and a couple more major announcements I'll be making on later on this month. I really want to make sure that we can keep connecting no matter what happens in this crazy world. So thank you so much. Remember that we are different. Step into your power, make this your go month, and check out lots more other videos to help you on your journey. And I have other courses on my website as well. We'll see you there on EARTH1111.com. Thanks so much. I'm Roxanne. Shine bright out there. Bye-bye.